When I was 8, I could never set foot outside my bed after dark. My floorboards creaked so loud that even the calmest and gentle of steps would send my parents running up the stairs telling me to go to sleep. Even to do something as simple as use the bathroom would cause me to be yelled at. They refused to let me take even the slightest moment to get up and grab something. If I had lost a pillow or bedsheet, I would have to wait until morning to get it. In truth, I very rarely had any reason to leave the comfort of my bed so late at night. But on the occasion that I did, I was prevented, almost like I was in my own miniature prison. Granted, a lot more comfortable than a prison, but nevertheless. I never understood why they were so strict on the matter. Now in later years, I never seem to remember my parents being so strict or unreasonable on any other matter. One time, I spent a day to figure out which of the floorboards creaked and which ones didn't. That way I could pull an Indiana Jones and carefully step around the traps on the floor if I ever needed to get up. I know, sounds like a waste of time, but hey, I was 8. I discovered the ones closest to the centre of the room were the loudest, so if I kept close to the wall, I should be okay. I decided to test this one night. If I could fool my parents just this once, then maybe I would be able to do it in future if I needed to. As my digital clock hit 10 PM, I decided to conduct the experiment. This was the latest I'd ever stayed up and was right around the time my parents went to bed. I gently lowered my toes onto the cold floor, making sure I was as close to the wall as possible. I slowly crept my way around my room, edging closer to my bedroom door. I grew out of a nightlight a couple of years earlier, and so the room was pitch black. All I had to go on was my touch on the wall and from what I remembered from the room during the day. As I reached out through the darkness to grab the door handle, I heard it. Seeing as I was so young at the time, my vocabulary was limited, but if I had the same thoughts today, I would probably be swearing every curse word under the sun. My foolproof plan was ruined, just as I was in reach of the door. I ran back to my bed, hoping I wouldn't receive a lecture from my parents the next day. As my feet left the floor and I jumped into my bed, I threw the covers over myself to hide, waiting for them to burst through the door. But no one came. My parents must have been fast asleep. I sighed with relief. But that was before I heard it again. The floorboards continued to creak. As they slowly became less noticeable, I heard my closet door close. And I haven't left my bed at night ever since.